Kurt with FieldWatch here, and a quick video on how to create an account in the BeeCheck registry. So you may have been given a QR code, or you could use one of the QR codes here on the screen. The first one is simply for a web browser. The other two are for the mobile apps for either Android or Apple. But again, the quickest way to get there is just simply from fieldwatch.com. And right here in the middle of the page, you will see all of the registries listed out. So I am going to choose BeeCheck for beekeepers. And right here under that don't have an account area, I'm going to click BeeCheck. Under state or province, I am going to simply select Indiana because that's where I'm at right now. Under username, we suggest that you have that set to your email address. That makes life much simpler both for you and for us if there are any questions down the road. So again, I'm going to make this both a email address, and that makes life easier. For a password, just simply choose something that is easy for you to remember. Or also, if you choose, you can let your browser save this, and you'll see that here in just a quick second. Retype that password and make sure it's correct. I'm doing this the quick way, and hit sign up. Now, one thing to note very quickly is right here at the top. As a beekeeper, you always have this option to choose if you want what you're mapping to be available on the public map. And what that means is anyone can go to beecheck.org even without a login and see where you have mapped your hives. If you want these to only be available to pesticide applicators with a registered account, you can click this. Now, at any point in time, you can go back into your account profile and change this. So either way is fine. I'm going to just make this as not public to begin with. And for these purposes, I'm going to make this very quick. You can use an organization, a website. I'm just simply using the FieldWatch address and phone number here and doing the create account. So real quick note here, there's a disclaimer here that tells you about your use of the registry, what it is, what it's not. I'm not going to walk through this, but we highly suggest that as you create your account, you read through this because that helps you understand what you are agreeing to. So the other important part here that you'll see, I am using Google Chrome to create this account. Google Chrome is the best website for creating an account. Firefox also works quite well. We will caution you that browsers such as Apple Safari or some of the older Windows browsers may not work as well, and that's just simply because this site was created using Google Chrome. So it says my account was created. Please check your email to make sure that you did receive this verification, to make sure that you got your email address typed correctly, because all of the notifications that you will receive from here on out in our system as of today are all based on email. So that email address is quite important. So I will just simply select add your first hive. Now, one of the things it's going to ask me here in just a second is my location. You see that up there on the left-hand side. I'm going to allow it to know my location. So as I do that, it's going to zoom into exactly where I'm at. You don't have to use that, but if you don't, then you have to navigate on the map manually to place your sites. I'm going to click allow and just make this whole process very, very simple. So you'll see it zoomed in to exactly where I'm at on the map. Purpose of your bees, that can be commercial honey, managed pollinators, or hobbyist. Apiary location, you can be permanent for the season or select will be moved if you are moving your bees about for pollination services. And also the next step is whether or not you have your bees registered also with your state's registry, if there is one, or if there's not, just simply click voluntarily here. The dates that your sites will be registered, You can easily just click this button and make it today's date. The other thing that you can also select is how many hives you are placing at this site. You do not need to map each hive individually. So let's say I am mapping 5 hives at this particular site. I just click 5 and it places 5 hives in that relative proximity. So you select next. I'm just going to simply call this RJ Honey. And you can also make a note for both the public registry and the state steward. I am just going to say that this is a test only so the state steward can see that and realize what I'm doing here. And once you hit next, it's going to ask you about the location. Again, since I chose to let it find my location, I'm just going to say place my hives based on where I'm at, or I've got it near the location. You can select either one of those. I'm going to select near the location, and I already have some hives placed right here on my property. I'm going to place a few more here near the edge of my wooded area. And I'm just going to say place manually. And I'm going to place those hives right here. And effectively, those hives are under tree cover. I hit submit hives and it tells me what I've done. I agree to it. And that is really all there is to creating an account. It's quite simple, and we hope that this video was useful to you. Again, feel free to refer to it at any point in time to go back and look at what it takes to set up or create an account or even make changes. So the other important part right now is under My Profile, you can go back and change any of those settings under your account at any point in time. Again, we hope this video was useful to you in setting up an account within the BeeCheck registry.